Hey, what is happening, my fearless networking friends? Todd Falcone here. Welcome back to another episode. This is actually our final episode of 2022. Happy holidays to all of you. We're kind of in the midst of wrapping up the end of the year. It's always an interesting and fun time. We get to spend time with family and friends and enjoy all of the holiday festivities, and as well do some cool things in our business to kind of set us up to springboard into a new year. So I wanted to spend a couple of minutes with you today and just share with you some ideas, some things that I do each and every year, right at the last couple of weeks of the year and into this final week of the year, every single year, to really set myself up to springboard into the next year. I mean, the reality is most people have a desire to do more, to improve, to do better, to earn more, to be healthier, to whatever. They're looking to go in a positive direction. That's very common for pretty much the entire planet, right? And it's always interesting because we're turning from it's not one month to another, one day to another, but we're moving into a new year. And there's something powerful about hey, this, in the year 2023, this is going to be my year, right? Or the year 2022, this is going to be my year. Whatever year we're in, people are always looking to do better. From a business perspective, and I would say it really for anybody, and most certainly, I mean, this is aimed at people involved in the direct selling, network marketing space. That's most of the people that plug in here and follow me. But if you're a business owner, you're a sales professional, the things that I'm going to share with you are going to be helpful for that as well. So. I actually, I have a private coaching group, and I actually shared, this strategy with this group a few days ago, and I think it's worthy of sharing with you guys as well. That during Christmas, right, when we're growing up and we're kids, we have our wish list, our holiday wish list. Like, these are the things I want, and if you sat on Santa's lap when you were a kid, and hey, you whispered in Santa's ear, this is the thing that I want for Christmas. Why can't we do that for our business? And I think it's a great idea for you to do it in your business, right? To actually spend some time and go, okay, what is my wish list for my business? What is my wish list for this year? You can do multiple lists. You can do kind of like your overall wish list of like what you want your business to look like by the time you wrap up this upcoming year. And another thing and this is something that I do, literally in the midst of doing it right now, is reprioritizing my, kind of like my target client list, like the people that I want to do business with the most. And for you guys, for example, as networkers, it's like, okay, if I could have this person, and this person in my business, man, my business would explode. And I would encourage you to sit down and write out a list on paper of your top 10, top 20, top 50, top 100 prospects. Like, man, these are the ones that I would love to do business with the most. And why would we think that? We think that because, man, they're so skilled, or they've got such a great personality, or they're so well connected, or they're so great in sales, or they're so, they're so gregarious, they're so whatever they are, whatever those descriptive words are that we would provide for those people. Those are the reasons they would be at the top of our list. And think about the opposite of that, right? Like, who's somebody that you're like, I don't care if they ever join my business? Well, they're at the bottom of the list. You probably wouldn't even contact that person because they exude or they exhibit particular qualities that don't appeal to you and don't necessarily appeal to potentially being successful in a business like this, where it requires, the ability to be a self-starter. It requires discipline. It requires communication skills. It requires, a number of things if one is going to succeed in as a self-employed entrepreneur in network marketing. So one thing, and I'm literally doing this as I paused doing this to record this video, and I'm in the midst of like reprioritizing like my, really in my case, it'll be like my top 100. And I'm writing those names down. And the reason I do it before the year starts, it's like it's planning, right? It's preparing for a really good, solid start to a new year, rather than waiting until January 1st. We're like, okay, I'm going to get my stuff together now and start organizing. And if you do that, you could be like 2 weeks into the new year and you're like, you haven't even really fully started yet. You know, we've all heard the phrase, if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. So planning, this is a great time of the year to be planning. So that's one thing I would really strongly encourage you guys to do, is like really get clear with like, who are the people specifically that you want to have in your business? And then the second thing that I do that actually helps me to do that is I go through all of my call logs, all of the contact logs. As most of you are aware, if you follow me, I've got my Fearless Networking Prospecting Partner. I literally log every bit of business building activity, phone calls, texts, emails, Facebook messages. So I have a chronological record of every single reach out that I did from that previous year. So I'm literally going through and going, oh, that I never really connected with that person. Oh, that person, you know, was too busy at the time, or they said no, or they weren't interested, or they had a bunch going on in their lives or whatever. And it helps you to recreate that new list, and you're going to be able to create new opportunities from past opportunities that maybe didn't quite exhibit themselves fully in your business. So, you know, that's a very powerful thing. I've been doing that for years. Every year at the end of the year, I go through all of my prior call logs, all the people that I reached out to throughout that previous year, and I'm always finding missed opportunities. Maybe that person didn't join, maybe we missed each other, whatever happened, it didn't lead to business, but there was some reason why you reached out to that person to begin with, and you're going to find yourself like really having a good situation for yourself as you move into the new year by having a good solid prospecting list, which I think is an important thing for anybody in sales, anybody in direct selling, anybody in network marketing. And the other thing that I do, and this is something you should be doing as well, is going through your calendar and going all the way back to January 1 of 2022 and going, okay, week by week, you're like looking at the names and the things that took place in your calendar. You're going, oh, whatever happened to Bob? You know what, Bob, I got to put Bob back on my list. I got to reconnect with this person. And so sometimes it takes a while to cultivate opportunities, to cultivate business. So somebody that you talked to in June, you know, now you got them ready to you communicate with them in the first part of the year, and you've got a really good solid list together. I think anybody who's in any type of sales game, and direct selling is included in that, direct selling, network marketing, being in a home-based business, your prospecting list, the people that you're going to reach out to go grow your business, is a very important part of you being able to successfully grow a business. Rather than, and you don't want to do this, be sitting at your desk going, man, who am I going to talk to today? Like, I have no idea where to even start. Like, wouldn't that be great for you to start the new year with like a big, beefy, long list of people? Like, these are the ones that I'm going to go to, and have it even prioritized by like, these are the ones that I want the most. This is the most successful. This is the most outgoing person. This is the most well-connected person. This is the coolest person I know. This is the most fun person that I know. This is you fill in the blanks. And to have that wish list, and then to make that wish list come true, then you've got to initiate, obviously, and begin to make contact with those people. But it's way better for you to start the year off fully prepared, fully ready, and there is no better time than like this week. Like, this is the perfect week to make sure you're getting all your ducks in a row and that you're fully ready to hit it strong as we move into the new year. So if these are things that you don't normally do, I would really, really, really encourage you to make that part of what you do at the tail end of every year, and you can start doing it today if you haven't started it already. So anyhow, I hope you've had a great 2022, and I'm excited about moving into the new year. I hope you are as well, and we'll see you on our next post as we move into 2023. This will be the final one, I guess, for this year. And if you're on my podcast, appreciate you guys on audio. If you're on my YouTube channel, all the details on this episode and other things that are going on that can help you in your direct selling, your network marketing business are right here, toddfalcone.com/episode 210. That's TODDFALCONE.com/episode 210. We'll see you next time. Have a great end of your year. Happy New Year to you, and we'll see you later. We'll be right back.